What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo. And ever since the introduction of the new time attack, it has really become important to sought after respective colors that you're going to need in order to get it done. Now, there's good and there's bad things about this, but while this update is actually going on, I want to talk about it a little bit because this is actually really good because this is the last day for this event. And then tomorrow we're going to be getting Mai and Kula. Now, at the time of recording this video, there are no patch notes for Mai and Kula. And when patch notes do come out, I will talk about it. But in this current update right now, guys, which only is going to last one more day, you have all the respective colors for Time Attack. Time Attack is a game mode where you can gain 600 rubies every single weekend if you can get that SS rank, and that is very, very important. It is the main currency in the game, and it's nice that this actually has a green, a purple, a red, a green, a blue. Now, I'm not really so sure how Duo Long would do, to be perfectly honest, but he might do really well. I don't know. I really didn't get to test it, but I know Rugal can do it. I know Lady Chen can do it. I know Haramaru can get through it. And I also know that Nakaruru can get through it. You have a blue, you have a green, you have a red, and you have a purple. But unfortunately, we don't have a yellow. And that's kind of something that I was really hoping for Mai and Kula. But if we're judging by what we saw in the Mai and Kula trailer, it looks like, I mean, we don't know for sure yet, because again, the patch notes haven't come out, that they're going to be purple and red, right? They're going to be purple and red. And so, I think really from this point forward, people should really be looking for the respective color that they need, especially for Time Attack, because let's be honest, guys, when it comes to all the other game modes in the game, especially Guild Raid, these days, a character just doesn't need to be that powerful to get that 1.25 billion to get the maximum score. Colossal Dungeon, yes, you're going to, it's nice to get those big scores, but it's not really a big necessity because there's so much RNG involved. If you already have 3 fighters that can reach that 201,000 CP threshold, then you're going to be able to do all of Chapter Fight as well with those same 3 characters over and over and over, unless Kofa's change that in the future. But yellow is the only place we're really lacking here, and that is a color that people are going to be looking for in the future. Now, here's the good thing about Time Attack, right? Now, I know it kind of sucks for a lot of players, whenever they switch Time Attack around and, it just became much more difficult and people had a lot more trouble doing this thing. But the good news about this, guys, is that characters are so powerful now that they don't need to be fully leveled up. As you guys can see, I have an SS rank here, and look what I use. And this is on my free-to-play account. This is on my free-to-play account, right? I have an A1 Iori that I easily, with no capsules, guys, no capsules, 1 imprint stone, right? I used a Rugal set with 2 regular cooldown cards, and I was able to get it done. And I don't even have the 3PG for EX Iori. I used this 3PG here, which is more than good enough, right? Which is something that's really nice for you. And this also goes to show you guys that you really want to look for characters in the future that have 3PGs that don't get interrupted, that you can pull for. Guess what? Mai and Kula both already have SS3PGs that don't get interrupted, right? Just like Iori here. So, in this next event, you probably won't even have to pull for their 3PGs. You could just use all of your rubies, so not all of your rubies, but just use your rubies to get an A1, Mai or Kula, depending on the color that you need, depending on the color that they are, as far as what you actually need in the game, and get it done. This is more than strong enough. And we already know that Kula and Mai are probably going to be just as strong as Iori, or maybe even stronger, more than likely. We really don't know yet. But they can get it done, guys. Athena can come in here. I did this with an A3 Athena with no imprint stones at all. And she was able to get the SS rank as well. So we don't really need to have characters that leveled up. And that's the good thing about Time Attack. You don't need, I know I put out videos of A5 characters, getting it done, A7, blah, 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 because I already had those characters at A7. But on my free-to-play account, guys, this is an A1 Iori, and he can absolutely get it done. So this is something you should look to, right? You don't need to max out your characters for this game mode that's going to give you all these rubies. Yes, if they're maxed out and you have their EX cores unlocked, it's definitely going to be a benefit. But you don't need it. Guys, seriously, this guy here absolutely murdered this damn thing. I didn't even use any of his points to level up his core, nothing. And on my free-to-play account, guys, I do not have a leveled up codex at all. I only have a fame system of level 10. That's it. And if you pull up the run, guys, and you watch this, okay, you'll see that Iori just, I mean, even at A1, right, with one Imprint Stone, no capsules, he just plows through this thing like it's absolutely nothing. And I'm using the old 3PG for SS Iori and SS Keel. Right? I mean, it's awesome. And this is something that will be nice about the upcoming event that we are getting. Like I said earlier, man, Mai and Kula already have SS 3PGs that don't get interrupted. You actually will not need to pull for them. Obviously, if you have the newer 3PGs, they're probably going to have some kind of critical damage or obtain power, some kind of effect that's going to be pretty OP, right? That's generally what they've been doing here lately. But is it a necessity? Do you actually need it in the game? The answer is no, not really, not really. I mean, unless you're probably just searching for the highest scores possible, but I mean, time attack, guys, isn't really about having the highest scores. I mean, in this game, it's really about just having, you know, some good dot, blast damage. I mean, Iori's immune to darkness, which is really amazing for Ashe. I don't know what happened there, man. Got like I was moving over, but it didn't want to move for some goofy reason. He's just kind of like running in midair. I don't know what the hell was going on there. But this is actually really good news, you know. So for people that are complaining about how time attack is so hard, guys, you don't need to max out characters in order to get the SS rank. You just don't need to do it, right? They didn't make it so difficult that you need an A7 character. I mean, an A1. Even level 90 characters, guys, can do this. Like these days, they're just getting so strong, they can plow through it. I mean, someone told me they did this with a level 90 Leona, which I could believe. I could absolutely believe it, especially after this run that you're watching right now. I mean, yeah. So you really should be looking for the colors that you're having trouble with in time attack. If you're having trouble with a specific color, like if you missed Iori and Mai's a red, right? Then you might want to pull for Mai so you can actually get it done in here, right? She is going to have dot. She is going to have burn more than likely, right? Along with the extra physical damage, of course. And Kula's going to have chill more than likely along with the extra physical damage, right? So those characters, and they're going to have blast scales as well, guys. So they're going to be really good more than likely in this thing. We don't even know what kind of effects they're going to have on those characters, right? But I mean, Iori, guys, with his critical hit shield, with his immunity, I mean, even at A1, he just has really, really great survivability. I mean, it's nice, Dan. That shield is so sick. Now, you got to play a little bit careful whenever you have a A1, but look at that, guys. Look at that, right? He destroyed that thing at A1. No problemo. He just murdered it, which is phenomenal, guys. I mean, that is awesome that he was able to do that. And again, it just goes to show you guys that you don't need to max out characters. Like when you pull for characters, guys, you're just searching for a character for time attack. I'm going to say time attack specifically because this is a game where you don't need to have a max out character unless you're using like maybe a BS version. Like for example, some people are using BS Ginnets for this particular time attack, and they are getting it done, to be perfectly fair, right? But if you're going for an EX character, you know, they don't need to be maxed out, right? And that is nice. So, I mean, you know, look in this next event, see what color Mai and Kula are, and if you actually need them, you know, you don't have to spend all of your rubies in order to max them out. Obviously, if you want to max them out, they're your favorite character, go for it, right? Go for it, man. Always max out your favorite characters. I know that Maizy and Kula are going to be big waifus for a lot of players out there, but if you're just looking for a character to get it done in time attack, if you're having trouble, and I know some people are having trouble just so you can get those extra rubies every month, then just know that if you get the character at A1, especially these characters that already have 3PGs that are already in the game, that's going to be a character you might want to pull for just for that reason, just for time attack, so you can get all those extra rubies. And if any character are in this banner right now that you again are having trouble with time attack, again, guys, you know, you have your greens here, you have a blue, you have a red, and like all these characters, like if you don't have Iori, Lady Chin can get it done in there, right? If you don't have Leona, Nakaruru can get it done in there, right? I mean, you have these two greens. I mean, all these characters can get it done in time attack. So maybe if there's a certain color that you need, you could actually use them here. You know, I mean, I've seen players even with like Rugal get it done, you know, with, you know, A2, A3 Rugals, get it done in there. But the characters from this point forward, guys, are going to be so strong that even at A1 or even level 90, they're going to be able to get you that SS rank in time attack, which is absolutely insane And also, guys, if there's any card sets that you need, I mean, these card sets, even though some of these cards, even though some of these cards might get, surpassed, right? These card sets are OP as hell, man. Being able to build up that PG, if you're close to the pity and you can go ahead and get one of these card sets, I would advise doing it, whether it's the Athena set or the Rugal set, guys. They could be super, super beneficial, as you guys just saw with my Iori doing it with the Rugal set in Time Attack, right? I mean, these things can be very, very good for you. So, guys, I'm looking forward to the patch notes coming out for Kula and Mai, and let me know what you guys think about everything that I've talked about today. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GW7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.